everyone, John here from the Multiverse, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install Windows NT, the first build of Windows NT, because it's pretty complicated to install. Like the OSs that I review, all you have to do is the betas, then you just change the BIOS state and install the head. Normal OSs that I review, you just install it on like VM or VirtualBox. This OS, however, is an alpha. It's just in development stage, basically, and yeah, the bootload. It's very picky on which hardware it runs on. So you will need this emulator called 86box, which I used in my video. And you want to go to Tools, go up to Tools, and then Settings, because we're gonna configure some stuff. So machine, you want to choose a Ward 486 clone. CPU type Intel. CPU i486 DX2/40. Memory 16 megabytes. Display ISA VGA. Mouse, it would be none for you, but choose Microsoft Serial Mouse because we're gonna need a mouse for Sound card, Windows sound system. Network, if you have the Slurp driver, choose Slurp and then 3CON Etherlink. Otherwise, if you don't have Slurp, and just choose none. I have Slurp, so I'm just going to use that. Now choose other ports, serial port 1, serial port 2, and parallel port 1 should be enabled. Other peripherals, you don't need to touch this. Hard disk, you will need to click on New. Click on Specify. So you're going to specify the name and where it's going to be. So I'm going to call it hdd.img. 518 megabytes. Bus IDE. Yep. Floppy drives. Make sure every single floppy drive has check BPB on. Disable the second one. And the first one should be 3.5 quotation 3.5 quarter 1.44 megabyte drive, whatever this is, choose that. For you, the CD-ROM will be disabled. Adaptee, just choose Adaptee. Channel 0:1. Speed should be 8, and hit OK. And click on Delete. Now you want to click on the right arrow key, the right arrow key, then down arrow key, then hit Enter, then click on Y, Enter. Click N. Now click on the left arrow key, up arrow key, Enter. Now keep on clicking the down arrow key until you get to until drive A is highlighted. So now click on minus, and then minus again. Now we'll bring up 1.44 megabyte 3.5 inch, which is what we got. That's the floppy drive we have. And just click on, hit escape. Go to right arrow key, down arrow key, down arrow key, down arrow key. Enter, Y, Enter. Now we'll save the BIOS settings that you just configured, and it will boot up the computer. For me, I'll get this error, but for you, it might say disk boot failure, insert system disk. So basically, okay, by the way, when your mouse is inside the virtual machine, click on F8 and F12 at the same time, and you'll get your mouse back. Now I'm having my mouse. And just right click on the floppy disk, click on existing image, and choose disk1.img. I'll hard reset the machine. I'll just hard reset it, escape, because, maybe we can skip that part. We will start MS-DOS. Starting the MS-DOS setup. Hit enter. Hit enter. Since we chose the award BIOS, it will give us a warning that the disk boot sector is about to be modified. We don't care, so just click on Y. Even if we have a virus on this, we can just revert it back. We install it. Because, you know, this is a virtual machine. we don't need this old virtual machine. We can just use our new hardware. Did you know that MS-DOS? We're in 2021. Not in the 1940s or something. I don't know. I think the first beta of Windows 3.1 was in 1993. I don't know the date. Though I do know the first version. Just like the beta wiki. Yeah, I think it's this is the first ever found version. First ever leaked. This is like the oldest leaked version. So you know, there's also another one that people have found screenshots of it. They don't know how it looks like. They've seen the file, like the file structure. Same with me, but it's very hard to find the ISO. It's nowhere. The ISO is literally nowhere backed up. Not on WinWorld PC. Oh, I guess it's not on WinWorld PC. Not on archive.org. Not on any other website. It's just. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe on some unpopular website, and just. God, Google needs to help us. I think Google is just. Google is like really just. You know. Google is not the search engine to use when trying to find a Windows version. Yeah. So you want to right click on the floppy disk, click on existing image, double click on disk2.img, and hit endure, the enter key. Or maybe return if you're on a Mac. Is $86 even for Mac? I don't know. So Mac users, you might not be able to do this. Also, by the way, you can't use Boot Camp. You can't. You literally can't. I mean, I haven't tried. You guys can try. Mac users, try using Boot Camp. But I highly think it's not gonna work. And just don't use, well, just use like, I don't know, Parallel Desktop. Don't use VMware Fusion. That's stupid. Don't be stupid. VMware Fusion and VMware Workstation, for those Windows users, we know that it doesn't work. This says, it has a failure. The bootloader fails. InterLNK, yeah. I think it's because I chose the Etherlink network adapter. So, oh, 1 second. Okay, so we got this prompt. We'll right click on the floppy disk existing image. Oh, sorry, uncapture your mouse before. Click on the floppy disk image so you can actually right click on it. Otherwise, you really just can't right click on it. There's no mouse in MS-DOS. So, you have to use a keyboard basically. That's like the only thing you can do. You have to use a keyboard. You have to. I mean, there's a mouse driver, but it won't come up in like the OS. It will only come up in like the DOS applications. So yeah, you're stuck with the not very friendly GUI. It's not even a GUI. The MS-DOS setup is a GUI. Why can't? There was an MS-DOS shell on MS-DOS 5.0. It was graphical, but you still have to use a keyboard. I mean, I think you can use a mouse driver on it. But then it got removed in DOS 6. We're using 6.22 because this is like a version of MS-DOS which came out while this was getting released. By the way, MS-DOS 6.22 was released, then NT came along while it was in development. Windows was already there. So, not much people, you know, really actually you know, was running MS-DOS at that time. Because Windows NT, everybody was running Windows 3.1 or something, I don't know. So now right click on floppy disk, click on eject, hit enter, and enter again. Okay, this will be a little bit confusing, but now we have a CD. Now you might be thinking, okay, let's just install it now. we still can't install it because we're gonna need this thing called MSCDEX. It's a MS-DOS CD driver. So get the disk in the description, and you want to go to A drive, type A:, then type install, and you should see a directory information. Just click enter, and it will start copying all the files. If you know another MS-DOS CD driver which is compatible with 86 box, then you can install that as well, but this is the best one. It's like the best. And it works pretty. I use this for all my MS-DOS operating systems. It's really handy, not joking. So eject the floppy disk. So it'll say starting MS-DOS, and 1 second. Okay, so it says starting MS-DOS, and then it'll load up here. So as you can see, we have an adaptive CD-ROM, so there you go, MSCDEX. Now, great, we finally actually get to, actually install it. So finally we can install it. So type enter, download the ISO file, which is the NT ISO, and it's called ntbdk196.iso, all caps. Just type dir. As you can see, it says drive D:, so I'm gonna type D:. If it says something like, I don't know, F:, then you have to type F:. And then, so dir, we have setup, so just type setup, and you should see this. This is a Win32 development file, so if you're like a developer and you know C programming, then you can add MS Tools for the SDK. If you're just a user and you just wanna see it, you don't wanna like look around the SDK, then it's okay. You can do setup i386, but the MS Tools SDK actually has like Paint and Image Edit, so whatever. I'm just gonna choose MS Tools since I know C. And yeah, just wait. It might freeze at wangfpos.npd, but it will just take a long time for that to copy. I don't know why, but it will copy. I've tested it before. It does copy. So yeah, I'll see you when this is done. So as you can see, wangfpos.npd just okay. So click on Y. Here's the Win32 MS development files process, and these are H files. So I have to wait a little bit more because I chose MS Tools, but you might also choose MS Tools because since it's MS Tools has like Image Edit, which is basically Microsoft Paint. Type dfrag. And check drive C. Click on drive C. Click on the down arrow, then click on drive C. Then click on enter to optimize. And there we go. There you go. Click enter. Then click on the right arrow key, and then hit enter to exit dfrag. Now, it's the moment of truth. Just click on action and click on Control-Alt-Delete. That will reboot the machine, and you should get a boot NT or DOS. Now you want to hit N for NT. Yep. So now you should see this. This looks very similar in the video that I made. So yeah, it's almost done. It's gonna like reposition the window. Yep. There we go. Windows NT, first build. My username just change that to system, and just click on privileged, click OK. Wait for start WKS.exe to go away. And there we go. This is WinBez. This is this is like what the GDI. It's gonna show like the user what the GDI system can do. See, you can interface with the GDI system using the SDK. And this was made with the Windows NT SDK. What did you expect? All these apps are made with the SDK. And yeah, it's just a tiny SDK. So maybe image edit and with 32 dev, which is just a console for development. And yeah, that is Windows NT. You can just click on this. Also, you can check on the README because there's a little bit misspelling. It's funny. For add. For that add me. I don't know why, but it now says add. Yeah, this README file is a little bit corrupted. Some of the text is like checked off. So you know. And yeah, so now you can just click on log off. And then yeah, this will end your Windows session. Yep, now it's gonna prompt you to do that. So yeah, that's how you install Windows NT. First build, yeah. Vianchon is well, I'm going on a vacation. Yeah, tomorrow. So 21st and 22nd, don't expect any videos. I'm on a vacation. 23rd is when I'll upload a video, because you know that's when that vacation goes away. Yeah, I'm staying for 2 nights. So yeah, see you guys later in the next video. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I just wanted to release a video before I go to vacation. Well, I'm packing my bags today, then 21st I'm going. So yeah, see you later. Peace.